Hello everyone, and welcome back to another reading that can't be on time and space. The Butterfly City and Heaven's Cradle. Okay, so I recorded this episode and it was well over 2 hours, so I'm splitting it in two. So you might hear me for about the first half of this episode talking about how long this episode's getting. Ignore that. Obviously we end up splitting it. So yeah, we do that a lot with these ones, unfortunately. Okay, so sorry for the abrupt cut ahead, but on with the show. Oh yeah, boy. But it doesn't stop there. Sucky. Earthbound Maiden. Okay, what are your skills now, actually? She actually does have a couple now. Icicle, Intelligence, Regan. Alright. Actually, let's put Claude back in the team. As much as I like Melissa and really miss having the haste automatically placed, it does seem like a time to have Claude in the team. But you know what? For this final part... Yeah. Wait, is he still wind style? How do I find that out? I'm going to assume so. Deploy Wind King stance, so yes. I guess maybe I could probably start making use of his stuff. Alright, let's just do this. The group stopped the Great Clock from going backwards. Now they race towards the core of the dream world, room 404. She won't be able to steal our abilities. However, we will still have to face my dream world double. Yes, we can safely assume that she escaped the ice chain. The best I could do was stop her from interfering with Claude. That was all we needed at the time. Thanks to you, everything went as planned. I'm sure we'll encounter her again on the top floor of the hospital. Third time's the charm, they say. We'll beat her for sure. It's time we paid a visit to Mayu in her hospital room. Room 404 is the heart of this dream world. Also, this episode's going to be longer because I don't think there's another hour worth of episode in this. Floor 1. This place is crazy beautiful. I mean, a lot of this game is, let's be honest. But, man, I would love to be in like a ethereal freaking place filled with dream butterflies and digital insanity. I would live here, even if I was the only person to live here. Imagine you live for 100,000 years, but you live in a world like this, and you're the only person in it. And at the end of the 100,000 years, you can return to this world in the time that it is. Could be a curse. It could be an insane, crazy, like 100,000 years to yourself to consider all of life and everything. You might come back, and Earth might seem like a crazy place filled with insane people. Stuck to ideals that don't actually mean anything. A major trial awaits you, yes. We're almost on the 4th floor. Let's go to Mayu's room. What do you want? You don't fool me, you shameless imposter. Mayu and the other Issaka thought you'd be rid of Issaka if you just destroyed the clock? How naive of you. The Dreamworld Issaka made it out alive. Of course she did. She's invincible. Your pathetic chain attack was useless against her. You're wrong about me, Mayu. I'm not nearly as perfect as you seem to think. I'm not sure what you heard about me, but I must have failed somewhere if this is the image of me you have in your mind. I blame no other than myself for this delusion you have of my perfection, but I'll tear it down. I'm sorry, Mayu. Don't talk to me in her voice. You're a fake. Be gone from my world. Issaka, please expel these intruders once and for all. She can't tell what is real anymore. Getting lost in this fantasy must have been her only way to cope. However, this world is built out of sorrow. Let's put an end to it. And by let's us put an end to it, we mean Sesta. I bear no ill will against any of you, but I'm afraid I must remove you from the equation. Fastest in the world, that is the very definition of my existence here. You're probably right, but I'm not giving up yet. Didn't I tell you? I control this dream world. No one here has the speed to surpass me. Oh, I've got to use another force. Oh my god, dude, he's serious. Okay, let me just do something real quick. I can't believe she just like wipes us like that again. That's really funny. No, not this. This. I've already told you. She has. She's told us twice, but like... I saw the another force come up, but I was like, nah, we don't need that. Yeah, we do. Wow. I thought that just unlocking that meant, okay, cool, well, you can take it from here, Sesta. Nope, she just gets the first turn if you don't use another force. Like, they really went to that point. Oh. I was wondering why. I hadn't clicked it before, and I was like, why don't I just go to the 4th floor? What's stopping me? That's why. I have to remember to go into all these rooms as well. It's probably treasure. Yes, yes. I do quite like Issaka as a character. She has a lot of integrity. I also like Claude as well. He also has a lot of integrity. I like characters with integrity and conviction. Stand by their word and mean what they say. And can admit when they're wrong. I bear no ill will against any of you, but I am afraid I must remove you from the equation. Fastest in the world. That is the very definition of my existence here. Probably right, but I'm not giving up yet. Nobody is. I'm sorry you have to see this happening to yourself, Issaka. It's pretty brutal, I know. Get him, IDA school! Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, take that, children on hoverboards. Impossible, how could you have surpassed me? Looks like I lose this round. Sorry, Mayu. Dies. Wow. Wow, just wow. Impossible! No one in the world is faster than Issaka. She's just an illusion. Once you see through a trick, it fails to impress any longer. Mayu, we need to reach the focal point of this world. Can you show us room 404? Even this hospital is no longer safe. I need to find a new place where I can dream on in peace. I'll have to leave this place and go far, far away. I hoped she'd snap out of it and listen to us. We should hurry. There's no telling what she might do now. Yes, let's investigate the 4th floor. We must reach room 404 before Mayu does. Well, she's ahead of us, so good luck. This will be the trick, yep. Lead you to a wall.
Fight according to plan.
Listen.
Not only that, but that Mayu girl can fly.
Cesta's fangs always find
And
target.
this is her dream world. Like, if she runs and goes and wakes up, we're pretty much screwed. But hey, let's search the floor. We got time. I get a feeling all of the chests in the rooms that I've missed are going to be those as well, so I'm probably going to not bother. Ah, damn it. Probably not going to bother. Oh, I suppose actually I can go, but after we complete the story.
Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless.
Shall we not shout for joy?
I think that might have been one of the first times I actually noticed Claude's voice. By the way, Claude has a form.
Light the fires of war.
Claude also has another form.
These are the cries of the voiceless. Cesta did good.
I hope he gets Stellar Awakened soon, because Suzette is about as awakened as Claude is. Except with the Stellar Awakening, of course. So, if he got Stellar Awakening, my god. That would be ridiculous. Nothing. Nothing. Dead end. Nothing. Wow. That's how you get to the floor 4. So this is Dreamworld room 404. It doesn't look anything special. I can't deal with the suspense. Let's just go in already. The reality of what it is for sick people. This has been me several times in my life. Is this the real Mayu? She's like a completely different person from the Mayu we saw soaring in the sky, clad in a white uniform. Mayu. She's in a coma, just like Saki in the previous incident. Her consciousness is locked away. Don't come any closer. There she is. No time to come up with a plan, Mayu, or should I say Mayu's guardian. Don't touch her. Let's keep dreaming in the heaven's cradle. What the? She vanished. Where's she gone? Mayu, what pushed you to do this? I could ask you the same question. What pushed you to come here and interfere with my dreams? I thought you were on my side. I'm sorry, but I have no reason to side with you, at least not as you are now. You don't remember it then? What are you talking about? Doesn't matter. I was a fool thinking you'd remember me. Of course you wouldn't. I only want one thing of you. Leave me alone. Wait. Tell me what it is I forgot. Where is she? Has she flown off? The real Mayu has disappeared as well. She didn't want us to touch the real Mayu. This is consistent with what we have observed in the other dream worlds. Well, at least whatever it is they fled to is probably the last safe place they can hide. There's nowhere else for them to go, huh? We need to find them. We must speak with the real Mayu. But how can we catch up to them? They've flown off into the sky. Before we look for a way to follow after them, there's something I'd like to check. Huh? The burning ward of this hospital. It's not just burning curiosity, I suppose. You're hoping to find some information regarding Mayu, aren't you? I'm not quite sure what I expect to find, but I feel if it might help me to remember something crucial in the case. Maybe there was some connection between me and Mayu in the past. Okay then, let's go check it out. I knew you'd be on board with it. You're serious? You want to enter that burning building? Won't be my first time. I've been in a burning castle before. You don't need to expose yourself to danger, Saki. Wait for us outside if you want. That won't do. If it's to help Mayu, I'm going with you. Alright then, looks like you're all fired up for it. I was ready to go myself, but I'm glad you offered to accompany me. Thank you. Let's go investigate the burning ward before we can change our minds. We'll need to leave this ward first. Indeed, we will. So let's do that. This place is pretty elaborate. Oh wait, we gotta go to the hospital. I was like, something's not right about me going this way. Something was in fact
according to plan.
not right.
Listen. These are the cries of the voiceless.
A battle is something you create.
Yeah, it's looking like this is going to be pretty long, so I'll probably split this after all. I know I keep doing this with episodes, but it's like, I have no idea how long they're going to take, dude. Like, sometimes it'll be like, oh, the last part of a quest, like, the last part of this quest, that's not going to take an hour, but the lead up to it frickin' did. I couldn't have foreseen that. So I don't know, there'll probably be an abrupt intro to this episode, so apologies now for that, and I'll probably apologize retroactively when the episode starts, but record that after this, and oh my god, my brain. I love that also I nonchalantly just walked into a burning hospital and like, oh, this place is on fire. But yeah, it'll be okay. Just ignore the parts where I'm talking about how, oh, this is a real long episode, as usual.
These are the cries of the voiceless.
Pride comes before the fall.
That's good though, because I kind of didn't want it to only be a 2-episode thing. I wanted 3. I might start making every thumbnail different in future, and maybe do the old ones as well, so... 5 is probably too many, but I can do different art for 3 different episodes, like... That's a lot easier. It certainly looks familiar. I've seen this scene before. Oh, this is hot. It's just like that time I couldn't save anyone. It's just like in that fire. It's her doing again, no doubt about it. Again, I'm powerless. Help me. Huh? What was that? It's so hot. Help. Is somebody in there? Hang on in there. You'll be fine. I will be? Yes, don't worry. I'll get you out of here. Was that Ithaca? So you did cross paths with Mayu before? Yes. Now it's all come back to me. You saved Mayu from the hospital fire. It was a long time ago. This is what prompted me to join IDEA, actually. All that time, I was desperately trying to put a stop to serious atrocities perpetrated by a certain person. When I carried Mayu out of the fire, I wasn't thinking about her. It was about partially foiling that person's evil scheme. I was so preoccupied with that and blind to anything else that was going on. I'm so embarrassed to think about it now, actually. Don't be so harsh on yourself. You had a lot on your plate. At least getting involved in that case led to the then head of IDEA approaching me. For IDEA, joining forces to solve cases together was obvious and natural. I joined IDEA and strove to solve any case we took on. Eventually I became the leader of IDEA. Then came the Dark Apple incidents. I was insanely busy and forgot all about the hospital fire and the girl I'd saved. Well, now you've remembered it. Do you think this info can help us get through to Mayu somehow? I'm afraid not. If it was within my power to persuade her, this case would have been already solved. I'm sorry I dragged you here on a hunch, and it did not even yield any useful clues. Well, I have a theory. The clock tower creature might be able to help us. The Chimera? It has been present in many different dream worlds. It doesn't seem bound by the dreamer's will or any rules within those worlds. It may sound like a wild idea, but it has helped us resolve the other cases in the past. In Saki's dream world too, we thought we were stuck, but it gave us the push we needed to succeed. That sounds promising. Let's go to the clock tower and have a chat with that critter. Also, it's getting hot in here. The Frozen Dreamfire Hospital. The digital Frozen Dreamfire Hospital. Well, at least we don't have to go far. And I guess we're not rebuilding that hospital ward. They should have gone the extra mile and put like a broken clock face there on the ground. That would have been cool. Need more memories. Not enough. As I thought, we need more memory fragments. You knew it'd say that? It always asks us. It always asks us for them whenever we're getting close to unraveling the mystery of the dream world. But we've already found so many. Maybe they will suffice. Let's ask it. We have found many. Show the cocoon dreams to the creature. These are memories. Many, many memories. Seems like we brought enough. Our efforts paid off. You had to go through all of this for me too? Collecting memories, fighting your way through my dream world? Oh yeah. I'm really grateful. Yeah, it was pretty massive screw around, but hey, it's all good, it worked out. I hope this time I can return the favor. Can you help us get to Mayu? I now put memory bits together. You can help me. Where are we? Forgive me, Mayu. I was not able to fulfill my promise. Excuse me? Are you Mayu's father? Indeed I am. And who are you? Ah, I thought they looked alike. Mayu's father was on the list of victims of the hospital's fire. So he died just before you saved her? Unfortunately, yes. We're here to save Mayu. Ah, you're her friends. I'm glad she has some. I devoted my whole life to finding a way to save her. In my conceit, I believed I would find a cure for her illness. She must despise me now. She's doomed to slowly fade away, eaten by her terminal illness. I'm sure that's the case. That's why she can find me here, and won't even try to remember me. She's lost hope of ever finding a place for herself in the real world. Maybe. But there was a time when I too thought I had no right to exist in the real world. I was wrong, though. My friends rescued me and made me feel glad to be alive. That's why this time, I want to do the same for Mayu. You remind me of Mayu in some way. You may be the right person to trust with the memories that Mayu lost, and is not even trying to remember. Dad? I can't go any further. At least I got you out of that room. No, Dad, please don't say that. You can't die. Go, Mayu. You must escape this fire. The hospital's database contains my report about your... Daddy! No! That's rough. Mayu. His last words were about the hospital database. The real-world special ward has been abandoned, having suffered extensive damage in the fire. No time. Work the bridge of memories. Go save Mayu. What's this light? And the chimera? It vanished. Its job here was done, I suppose. Before we walk the Bridge of Light, I'd like to check the hospital database that Mayu's father mentioned. It must be important if those were his last words. Let's go to the abandoned special ward. Hopefully we'll find something in the real world. Oh, yeah, definitely glad I resolved to just do this twice. I mean, turn this into 2 episodes. If I've got like 5 minutes at the end, I might even do a hard mode version of the dungeon. Whoa, what's going on? Probably not though. The whole world is shaking. The whole dream world is shaking. Issaka! Don't tell me you came all the way here from Aqua Hills without an escort. No time to be arguing about this. The dream world is shrinking. What? It's becoming dangerously unstable. This place may crumble to dust at any moment. You must leave at once. Alright, you heard her. We must get out of here immediately. Whew, you made it safely out of there. That was really close. The dream world is all out of balance. Why is it shrinking? That's likely due to its dreamer's deteriorating physical condition. Oh no. Poor Mayu. Ah, where did they come from? There's a commotion outside the room. What's going on? Also, why were people lining up? We're under attack. No way. Dreamworld monsters wormed their way in here? We must dispatch them at once.
Unleash the power of the spirit world!
Listen. These are the cries of the voiceless.
Shall we not shout for joy?
There's more? Ugh, what do we do? It's worse than I thought. Left unchecked, Dreamworlds start overflowing into reality. That's why idea we prioritize these incidents above all others. We've never had Dreamworld monsters crossing over into our world in such numbers before though. Right from the very beginning, we could tell that this Dreamworld was unlike anything we'd had dealt with before. Remember, there was a lot of talk about it. It all started with the clock tower breaking in the real world, and rumors about it being the Dreamworld's interference. Those weren't just rumors, as it turned out. We're really pressed for time. We must put a stop to this, or before long, IDA City will be swarming with actual monsters. There are so many of them, it's crazy. Saki, behind you. What? Heck yeah, there's our boy. Jade! You've got to be more careful, sis. You tend to get focused on one thing so much that you lose sight of the others. Oh yeah! Thank you for your help, Jade. I know that the last time we saw you, you were a dick and we haven't really spoken in a while. But hey, I'm glad to see you since we're helping your sister and all. I did what the situation demanded, that's all. You know what it is about Jade that annoys me? Jade reminds me of that creepy kind of like a... Do you guys watch Black Clover? You know the one with the little sister that has his eye covered and he's like obsessed with her? And it's way creepy. Jade gives me that vibe. Just in his design, like the way he's like got one eye and the comb over and everything. You look really determined, Saki. Remember, when you set your heart on something, you've got to follow through all the way. Aw, Jade's character is way better than that dude though, like... He's just worried about his sister. Not exactly a social butterfly, but he's a skilled fighter. He can be standoffish at times, but his heart's in the right place. Reminds me of someone, actually. Yeah, I was gonna say. Back to the topic at hand. It would seem we've managed to stem the deluge of monsters. The other members of IDEA should be able to handle the leftovers. Meanwhile, we can continue our investigation. Let's go to the burnt hospital ward. Yeah, we can't screw around too much. Oh.
An offering from the minions of darkness.
Yes. I'm glad that we got to have that moment. Alright. Well, I don't really want to fight a bunch of enemies, so how about instead of that we do this? I've secured us access, but this area is restricted for good reason. We must proceed with caution and quickly. The first floor isn't that badly damaged. The fire spread to the upper levels. Luckily for us, power hasn't been cut off. I hope you can find something, Issachar. Huh. I see. There's still data saved on the internal server. It cannot be accessed outside the hospital. What did you find? I can't tell you yet. It's password protected. 8 numbers. We only have 3 attempts. Tss, that's disappointing. Our IT staff are busy enough, as it is, trying to contain the Dreamworld interferences. We might have to come back to this later after the Dreamworld has been somewhat stabilized. No, this may be crucial information. We have to redirect some of our resources here and crack this password. May I try? Saki? Let me try it just one time. If it doesn't work, we can wait for the idea code crackers. That glint in your eyes tells me that you have an idea what the password might be. Okay, go ahead and try it. Don't worry if it doesn't work though. It may take longer, but my team will definitely crack it in the end. Thank you, Issachar. Password correct. Access granted. It worked. Good job, Saki. How did you know what it was? Since Mayu's dad said he'd devoted his entire life trying to save her, I thought the password might be related to her, so I tried her birthday. That's clever. And fortunate for you, you knew her birth date. You saved us a lot of time. Of course I knew it. Mayu's my close friend. So, what's in the file? Is this what I think it is? Take a look, guys. Is this real? It's from the ops team. Issachar here. What have you got? Okay, we're done here too. We will be back soon. Any new developments? The Dreamworld has finally stabilized. Perfect timing. I hope this data can help us save Mayu. I'm sure it will. Now let's return to her Dreamworld. Man, we are just blazing through story, aren't we? Huh? Where are we? It's not the city entrance, that's for sure. This is the medical realm. Look over there. The city is gone. Everything outside of the medical realm is gone. What a drastic change. From the biggest ever dream world to such a small one. This means we don't have much time left, no. Then we must hurry. Let's go to room 404. I would really rather this not have a horribly sad ending. Especially if it's like, you know, the password to the file in the burnt down hospital computer was her birthday from her dead dad who researched his whole life a way to save her, and if it turns out that he found a way and he just died and she might have just like spent all this time tortured in a frickin' room, desperately hoping for a way to continue her life without feeling ruined by an illness, and then terminal as a result of it, and then what, like, nobody just finds the file and, like, all of her dad's life work was for nothing, and then, like, she dies a horrible, painful, slow, agonizing death like that is. It's cruel how reality is sometimes. It's not fair, and I wish that you could just do things the right way sometimes. We very often get the true ending. Or rather, we very rarely get the good ending. Sometimes the true ending is the bad ending. That. I think it's safe for us to walk on, but where did it come from? Maybe it's a parting gift from the creature we met earlier. Mayu's at the end of this shining walkway. Let's go and save her. Oh my god, this place is beautiful. I would definitely live here. What is this? Whoa! Hey, you know that girl we saw? Apparently she was visiting this hospital earlier. The idealist, Issaka? I've seen her here before as well. I guess she must have been investigating. Isn't she just adorable? I love that butterfly hair accessory she wears. A butterfly hair accessory. So this is the person that saved me from the fire? I guess she's the sort of person that's always protecting others and always being helpful. Oh, her broken hair ornament. Not only did she save me, but she even let me into her home. How wonderful she is. I guess it's okay for me to exist in this world if there's a person like this protecting me. That was one of Mayu's memories. Since that memory was from after the fire, she would have already been transferred to the general ward. So Mayu came to your room after the fire, Issaka? Well, yeah, the hospital was in a mess, so I let her stay over for a while. Oh, I see. Seeing as Aqua Hills was so accurately recreated in her dream world, her stay there must have been an unforgettable experience. I don't know if it will make up for my errors, but I'm going to do whatever it takes to get her out of that place. That memory from earlier made it as clear as daylight. Mayu wants to live. Who doesn't? Well, most people do, but a bunch don't, for various reasons. I saw a kid going past earlier, enjoying this really delicious looking pancake. Maybe it was a reward for putting up with a nasty injection or something. If I tried to live more positively as well, it might be worth it. Saki, you know, I've never tasted anything except hospital food. I want to try things like pancakes as well. Pancakes are tasty, right? What a stupid fantasy. I probably won't even live long enough to get to eat many more sweet things. What's the point in being positive, if it's just a facade, and things really are hopeless? What is the point? Don't blame yourself, Saki. Oh, Mayu, I shouldn't have said those sorts of things to you. She'll probably hate me now. She'll think I gave her false hope. It's a loud as hell helicopter flying low as F over my house. But I have to face her anyway. I have to be brave. This is my way of doing things now. I won't back down when it's time to face a trial. It's really sad too, because like I've been at a point in my life where I've just accepted that I was going to die. I've nearly bled out a few times. I'm still healing internally and have scarring and stuff throughout various organs. And yeah, it's like, for me, I found a sense of solace in the despair, you know? But for a lot of people, it's not like that. You just are absorbed in hopelessness. You want to do things, but you can't. You won't get to. There's nothing you can do about the situation. It sucks. Me and an idealist, working alongside Issachar and actually being useful. It was never anything more than a dream. I can hardly move my legs, and these are the cause of all my troubles. How stupid. If I didn't need them, I could fly instead. Me and Issachar could. I could be like Issachar, flawless and charismatic, an ideal idealist. Please. Who is it? This is a dark apple. Eat it, and your wishes will be granted. It looks poisonous. Well, how much worse can things get? If you're telling me the truth, it'll grant my wish. It will grant any wish. What do I have to lose? It's poisoned and I die, or I gain everything. So let's find out whether it was worth me being born into this world or not. So Mayu was lured in by the promise of the Dark Apple, and thus this dream world was born. We've come deep into it now. We've got to see things through to the end. May I remind you that I've used 3 of Duon Helios's arrows. As if I'm heading back now. What a waste that would be. Come on, I know you really want to help Mayu out too. It would not be befitting of royalty to be inattentive to the struggles of the people. Clearly there are some complicated issues to sort out between these 3 girls. I think of it as my duty to assist in resolving them and helping tie up all the ends neatly. If possible, I'd like to see this out in style. You know, you can always trust a royal to put some fancy icing on the cake. Well, maybe in another Eden, but in the real world, they're creeps. Meghan Markle's kind of fine though, just gonna say. I watch Suits. Why can't you leave me alone? Can't I spend my last moments in peace? Mayu, you can't stay here, or you'll never be able to return to the real world. We've come to save you. I don't need any saving. This may be a fake world, but I was enjoying a normal life here, until you came and started messing around. A normal life was what you wished for from the Dark Apple? You wanted to have a taste of an ordinary life in a town all your own, populated by imaginary people? What's wrong with that? It was better than waiting for death confined to my hospital bed. But now my feet won't move anymore. My body doesn't listen to me. It's as if it is no longer my own. You have no right to criticize me for what I've done. Anybody would do the same in my place. I understand. You were in so much anguish, and eating the dark apple seemed like the only way to get some relief from it. Shut up. What do you know? I think I know what you really wanted. You wanted to be remembered. Isn't that right? There can be no such thing. That's the wish you were afraid to even admit to yourself. The dream world Issaka isn't the one who once helped you. It's Issaka who became a member of Idea. You long to meet Issaka as she is now, not to recreate the Issaka of your memories. It's terrifying to be forgotten. The crowd outside your room at the hospital in the real world was a manifestation of your wish to be remembered. You didn't want to talk to me anymore, Mayu. That's because I inadvertently hurt you, isn't it? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't realize it sounded dismissive to you because I really believed in what I said. Don't give up on optimism. Positive thinking can get us through the rough times in our lives. To be optimistic, you have to have a future, and I don't. Please listen to me, Mayu. Damn, getting a sense of deja vu. It's the same story as when we were rescuing Saki. I'm not going to give up. I'll save Mayu, just like you saved me. Dream cocoon. Dude, she's gonna turn into some sort of crazy butterfly or something. Let's save her! Crits her for 200 million. This world, it's Mayu's dream. Even if it is an illusion, at least here I can die knowing the happiness of a normal life. Cool. Please don't shatter my dream. This isn't what Mayu would have wanted. Her wish shouldn't have turned out like this. When I'm in the real world, I can feel Mayu's loneliness, her fear that she'll disappear. It's so vivid it makes my heart ache. I've made my decision. I'm going to set Mayu free from this nightmare once and for all.
Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless.
Oh!
Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless.
She nearly got us. All because I had to play around with Claude. Yeah, we're not going to get a hard mode run in, but that's alright. We've finished it at least. I always looked up to you, Issaka, but all along I knew I could never be like you. I had no right to even live in the peaceful world around you. You were the leader of Idea, respected by everybody, always busy helping others and keeping the peace. Meanwhile, I was slowly dying, all forgotten. It was as if we lived in different worlds to begin with. Her life hasn't always been easy. She's been through a lot, you know. Even now she continues to face lots of problems. Everybody has their own fears. People like Issaka find it in themselves to confront them and push on regardless. I also want to escape sometimes. No one can always be strong and brave. But there are times when I know I have to be strong for someone else. There's someone here who wants to be strong for you. There's no place for me outside of this world. Just leave me alone already, please. I was just like you, Mayu. I didn't trust anyone. Didn't believe in anything. That's why I ate a dark apple. You did too? Yes, I thought I wasn't wanted by anyone in this whole world, but my friends showed me otherwise, and now it's my turn to tell you that you are wanted. I want to be there for you through the hard times. You want to be there for me, but I don't deserve that. You must not think that way. Everyone deserves friendship. Don't undervalue yourself. You matter. and you can do what no one else can. Only you understand me, having experienced the despair that led to secluding ourselves in dream worlds. You have the ability to understand other people's suffering because you've suffered yourself. Talking to you in the waiting room at the hospital really helped me, you know. That's why I could never, ever forget you. So don't worry about that, okay? You promise you'll never forget me? Of course, you're my friend. Well, maybe you didn't think of me that way. But maybe you would accept me as a friend now. Thank you, Saki, but I don't have much time left. Nobody can help me. I wanted to live out my last days happily here, rather than pin my hopes on fantasy and die like my mom. Your mom was ill too? She suffered from the same illness as me. She went for surgery and never returned. I overheard talk of it at her funeral. The chance of success was maybe 1 in a million, but she decided to try it. You guys talk about being strong and facing your fears, but being strong and thinking positively won't help me. The surgery is pretty much guaranteed to fail. Mayu, please take a look at this. What's this? A memento from your father. The father from your memories. Huh? It's not a letter, is it? Too many pages. Is it some kind of document? I dedicate my research to my beloved late wife and dear daughter. Is this real? It's a paper suggesting improvements to the surgery for your illness. Your father, who we met in this dream world, gave it to us. We accessed the data, guessing that the password would be your birthday. The success rate of the surgery isn't as low as you think. Not only thanks to your father's research, improvements in medicine are being made every day. The world never stops to change, Mayu. You just never noticed because you were too afraid to look. You've turned away not only from your fears, but from all of reality. Leave this imaginary cage and spread your wings in the real world with infinite possibilities. Issaka. Don't turn away from reality anymore, Mayu. Face it and make your decision. The surgery still only offers a small chance of success, but it's not as hopeless as you think. But don't worry, I'll be there with you every step of the way. You won't be alone. I'll be there to support you when you're afraid, so don't run away anymore. Now will you come back with us? Don't be afraid of tomorrow, that it awaits you too, and we do as well. You want me to look forward to the future? I used to be afraid of nightfall as much as the dawn. I thought that once I fell asleep I might not wake up again. Oof, I know that fear. Genuinely. That the next day I'd be forgotten and die all alone. But you believe I have a future? You do. I'll be there for you tomorrow, and the day after, and the next day, you won't be alone. Hi Saki, how's Mayu doing? You visit her every day, don't you? Yes, she hasn't decided about the surgery yet though. Well, no need to hurry. She'll make the right decision for herself. You're there for her, so she needs not be afraid. Honestly, I don't know what's better for her. Should she try the surgery or not risk it and try to enjoy the time she has left? But I think it's important that she makes the choice without anybody telling her what they think is right. I agree. You've changed since you two became friends. I have? Saki, by the way, I brought you something. What's this? I told Issaka it was too soon, but she wouldn't listen to me. A white uniform? Why are you giving this to me? You might not have noticed, but you've really matured since the last case. I'm leaving this uniform with you. Let me know if you'd like to join us. We've dealt with Mayu's Dreamworld, but the frequency and scale of Dreamworld appearances is on the rise. Having you on the team would be a great help. There's strength in numbers, as Aldo says, and you'd be a very valuable team member. Definitely. I I still can't believe this is really happening, so please give me some time to think about it. Of course, we're not pushing this on you. The choice is yours, so make sure whatever you decide is what you're comfortable with. That's right, yes. We still have some loose ends to tie up after the last case, so we'll see you later. For the time being, take care. Oh, and Aldo, never hesitate to ask us for help. This case turned out to be tougher than I'd bargained for, but it all ended well, and congrats on the idea invite. I still find it hard to believe they want me. I think my brother would make a better fit. Huh? You think this uniform would look better on Jade? That's not what I meant, silly. Alright. So anyway, what are you going to do from now on? I'll need a while to think about whether to join idea or not. At least I have no regrets about using my power. I feel that I did the right thing. Oh, and look at the time. I'm off to see Mayu. Bye! Say hi to her for me. Hello, Saki. How are you feeling? You seem a bit better than before. Thank you. It felt like a dream, you know. But it really happened. Itsuka told me that the dream worlds are really just nightmares. Real dreams should be beautiful and full of hope. But dream worlds only offer false hope to those who are in despair, only to trap them in a cycle of misery. That's right. You've been through this too, haven't you? But you know, it helped me to become more positive. I already lived through a nightmare in the dream world, so now I want to chase my dreams in the real one. I wish I could also chase my dreams. Maybe if I recover one day. Saki, why did you try so hard to save me? Why? At first it was because I felt like I had this debt to repay after being rescued myself. But then I figured out that I love you. Just say it, come on. Stop gay coding it and just say it. But I wasn't thinking about that at all when I met you in the dream world. I think in the end, I did it because I really wanted to be friends with you. I kind of forced myself on you, didn't I? You're funny. And then they lived a long life together in the same house, in the same room, in the same bed as housemates and best friends in quotations. So, I'm so happy that you did, though. Thank you. I believe that you will never forget me, whatever happens. And that's why I finally made up my mind about what to do. I don't know if it's the right choice, but are you serious? I was like, they couldn't. They're not going to cliffhanger that, are they? Are they? And those were all of our findings. What do you think, Hismina? I think this confirms our theory. Indeed, a pattern is certainly emerging. I agree with Hismina. Our theory seems to be spot on. Next time a dream world appears, I'd like to join the on-site investigation. We have it figured out on paper, we just need to check it in practice now. Yes, you probably should see it for yourself. Fine, I'll put you on the team. From the next time on, we shall all go on the offensive. Someone's behind these serial Dreamworld incidents and we'll smoke them out. It was that android dude. And the person talking from behind the door that said like half a word. That guy! Requesting access. Approved. Searching database. Found. Determining response. Uh-huh. Good night. Sweet dreams. To be continued. There must be an IDA Part 3. Well, there'd better be some mention of Mayu surviving, because damn, son. Alright, well, that's been going on for ages, so I'm going to call that an episode here. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell to stay up to date with episodes, and in the next episode, we'll be continuing on into... Let's have a quick look, actually. We'll be continuing on into... That's not it, sorry. Celestial Tower and the Shadow Witch. So yeah, we'll be jumping straight in after this episode. But yeah, until then, I've been Shadorian, you've been watching DudeGoBack, and you've also been watching another Eden, the Cat Beyond Time and Space, the Butterfly City, and the Heavenly Cradle. Thanks for watching, everybody.